Welcome to Today Exists in Real Life, where no power does not mean no responsibility. After my Sensu saga, I wanted to tone it down a bit and do a classic seer, but I've been so used to doing it on camera, I thought, what the hell.
If you want a comic book that teaches you how to be a superhero, but at the same time tells you the reasons why you shouldn't be one, then you have yet to read the 2008 comic Kick-Ass. Written by Mark Millar, this series spawned 3 volumes, a Hit Girl solo comic, a video game, and 2 Fincher-like movies. The story goes like so. Dave Lazuski loves comics, so he decides to become a real-life superhero despite having no powers nor any training in hand-to-hand combat. Donning a wetsuit and arming himself with batons, his first mission goes about as well as you'd expect. After a vicious beating followed by getting hit by a car, he undergoes intense rehabilitation with metal-plated implants. He also discovers that most of his nerve endings have been damaged, causing him to be nigh impervious to pain. After a successful night, he becomes the internet sensation known as Kick-Ass. He's later joined by Hit Girl and Big Daddy, a father-daughter duo trained for the sole purpose of taking down New York crime boss John Genovese, or Frank D'Amico in the movie. As time goes on, Kick-Ass trains and becomes better and is joined by the superhero team called Justice Forever, who are locked in a struggle with the newly risen villain team, the Toxic Megacunts, led by Chris Genovese D'Amico, formerly known as Red Mist, but now known as the Motherfucker.
Now there's no way this could exist in real life, right? Well, yes, no, and debatable.
For the yes, we have the following: the concept of the real-life superhero. This can exist. If you were with me since the beginning, I touched upon a certain group of superheroes as an example, the Rain City superhero movement. I originally considered them the real-life Justice League, but after looking into this, they are more like Justice Forever. This particular group operates in Seattle under the leadership of Phoenix Jones, whom, like Big Daddy, has body armor and is a means of protection when fighting crime, and like Kick-Ass, has a wide variety of stun weapons such as batons and tasers.
Now, fortunately, there's no similar group to Legion of Doom or the Toxic Megacunts. For now.
However, now we have our main duo. Could Kick-Ass and Hit Girl exist in real life? The answer is an emphatic yes. On the Kick-Ass side of things, it is possible to have that kind of surgically implanted metal plating in your body. It's also possible not to feel any pain due to damaged nerves. However, as both comic and movie would show you, it doesn't mean you can't get hurt. Yes, Kick-Ass can take a beating, but at the end of the day, he still gets bruised and cut up from each fight. So as usual, do not try this at home. That said, there is also the spirit of Kick-Ass. Much like Spider-Man, who Kick-Ass is a clear parody of. No matter how much suffering he went through, Kick-Ass seems to keep an optimistic view in an otherwise cynical world. Be like him in spirit, my viewers. Oh, and there's also Mark Millar himself, who he's gone time and again said that he based Kick-Ass most off. As for Hit Girl, she exists in 3 different ways. The first way is through the training. Anyone her age and up can be capable of hand-to-hand combat training amongst most things. Why else would martial arts schools be accepting of kids as well as adults? The second way is through real-life young assassins. According to Sky News, the youngest assassin in the world happens to be a 12-year-old boy named El Ponchos, who is working for the Mexican drug cartel and who the Mexican army is currently pursuing. Kinda like how Hit Girl and Big Daddy take money from criminals they killed, and the latter currently being on the run to Kick-Ass too. That one I stumbled upon by accident. The third way is through the actress herself, Chloe Grace Moretz. Don't believe me? When training the role, then 11-year-old Moretz trained for 3 months with Jackie Chan's stunt crew and even did most of her own stunts. If that is not an example of real-life Hit Girl, I don't know what is.
As usual, debate, argue, and let me know what I missed. Stay tuned for more.